Neon skies are glowing bright in the shadows of the night, searching for the cosmic spark. Shiny Deoxys in the dark. Tiny skies and digital trees, echoes in the hidden keys, alien light in the unknown. Shiny Deoxys not alone. Shiny Deoxys not alone. Shiny Deoxys glows in the night, out of this world, a spectral sight. Shiny Deoxys, galactic dance in another dimension, taking a chance.
Is that better? Somehow my settings got changed. Somehow my settings got changed. Let's start over. Happy Thursday to you all. Welcome on in. To those of you in the U.S., happy 4th of July. To those of you not in the U.S., happy Thursday. Zed game for the 18 months. There are so many people. So many people here already. Let's see if we can get through this real quick. What's going on? Phantom, Shinies, Big Cheese Thrift, Joyce, Zed Games, Shadow Wolfman, TTE Gaming. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. My goodness gracious. Okay, so here's the deal. There is a possibility that my computer might explode today. Heads up on that. We got a weird little error when I tried to go live, and I think it might be because of this hunt. We'll see. Because here's the thing, guys. We're going back to Deoxys today. If you guys have been around for quite a while, you'll know that we already got 1,000 checks on Deoxys and Emerald, but I'm ready to get this hunt done, so we moved on to Fire Red. And not only have we moved on to Fire Red, I did something else. I did something else. Let me show you what I did here, because I really want to get this thing as quickly as possible. So let me show you what we got going on. There we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 copies of the game running right now. So every time we reset, we're going to be checking 10. So hopefully we'll be able to get this up or get it running. Or yeah, hopefully we'll get the shiny soon. I'm just a little bit nervous that my computer might explode. It is already about 150 degrees here in the room. Yeah, geez, I'll send you a couple of the carts after the stream. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn the music on, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling. And again, if my stream explodes, I apologize. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Zed, I've been doing fantastic, buddy. How have you been doing? No shiny on the first check. I've missed you too, buddy. You have the same background as me? Nice. Gotta guess. Counter not going up? It's not? Hold on a second. Yeah, I feel like something kind of exploded when I tried to go live. No, we're just going up. The counter's going up. It's at 1020 now. Let's put that right there. Loops, what's going on? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's going up by 10. Were you looking at the subscribers, Cheese? You were looking at the subscribers, weren't you? You were looking at the sub count. Now, speaking of the sub count, it would be pretty awesome to get that to 1750 today. If we could hit 1750 today, I would be a happy boy. Alright, no shiny there. Happy 4th to you too, Zed. No shiny there. Look at that, we've already done 40 checks in the last like 2 minutes. Mechanics on behind the cards, I will be happy to explain that to you later, Cheese. This is my save file from my cartridge. The save file has been uploaded to the computer via the Game Boy operator, and then I just have 10 instances of it running at once. Some people might say, well, Hefty, you're a big cheat. Why aren't you doing one encounter or one check per encounter or whatever? Because you only have one cartridge. To that I say, bite me. It's Deoxys. I want to get this done as fast as possible. Yes, suck an egg. Exactly. But this is my, like I said, this is my actual save from my cartridge. Once we get the Deoxys, I can use the Game Boy operator to put it back on the cartridge, and then, you know, send the Deoxys up throughout the games. Zen, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, how dare I shiny hunt like I want? Sitting Embor, what's going on? You beat Grandpa at chess? Good job. So I'm hoping we can get through at least a few thousand encounters today. That's my goal. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing? We're gonna get this Deoxys this weekend. I had today off, I have tomorrow off, I have Saturday and Sunday off. Within those 4 streams, I feel very confident we're gonna get this Deoxys. You love 10 checks at a time? I do too, Shinies. Shinies, genuinely, seriously, I am so sorry you're not feeling well. I really hope you get better soon. November the Shark. Sharky, what's going on? Popping back and forth, I totally get that. Sax, what's going on, buddy? Look, I'm getting the Deoxys. I'm getting it this weekend. I'm getting it transferred up to home. That's all I care about. Just finished with Johnny. How about Johnny getting that shiny shaman? That was amazing. Ben 10, that's, you know, Zen, that's a show that I've caught a few random episodes of, but I've never actually sat down and watched. Oh my gosh, are we actually getting a raid? El Deuterino, welcome on in. Let's play Johnny. My day has been pretty good so far, but I would say not as good as yours. Congratulations again on the shaman. And thank you so much for the raid. If you guys are not already subbed to Let's Play Johnny, you're missing out. This guy's a fantastic, great guy, genuinely nice guy. Got the shiny shaman today. Such a good guy. But Sax, how you doing, bud? No way. You got Kabalion and Energize as well. You're just insane. What is your luck today? No worries, November. As long as it's not like, you know, constant and all that, I really don't care about caps. I'm doing pretty good, Sax. Enjoying the day off. Not enjoying the heat in this room right now at the moment, though. I might have turned the fan on. Johnny, I gotta go back and watch those other two checks. I haven't yet. Cheese. That's a good point. I think we're gonna be okay though. Um, I have the laptop up on a like a what do you call it? Like a stand, like specifically to allow more venting for the fans, and it's not feeling too hot at the moment. It's a little loud on my side. You were in an accident? A happy accident. And we are going to try and catch this in a premiere ball. I have 99 premiere balls. And I'm hoping it's going to be enough. Yeah, Sax knows. Sax knows what kind of computer I'm rocking. It's pretty decent. Riser with a small fan under it to help facilitate cooler temps. It wouldn't be a bad idea for me to get an extra fan, to be fair. What type of stand do I have? I will show you. I think I still have the box. It's nothing too fancy. Hold on. It's just a Staples adjustable steel laptop stand, and I don't know if you can make it out here, but like where it sits, it's all mesh. It's got all the holes in it to allow for ventilation. Not bad. Yeah, Johnny, that was awesome. 7 Pokeballs and it was yours. I was so happy I popped in this morning and like I showed up like right as you encountered it. I was like, what is the luck here? I'm so happy. Of all the times to pop into your stream, I was a very lucky boy. Yeah, it's like exactly the width of the laptop Sax. And it's about, see, where's my ruler? Sits about 3.5 inches off of the desk. Jake B, the shiny master, what is going on? Good to see you. Oh, the caps was an accident. I gotcha. Caps temp at 60 to 70 Celsius? Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, dang it. My mom told me that she wanted me to tell her when I was going live. Sorry about that. Jake, I'm doing good, bud. Hello? Oh, wrong button. Uh-oh, new death in the Scarlet Nuzlocke. Who'd you lose? Your tank? Who's your tank? And oh my gosh, I just noticed that we got 2 new subs already this stream. Thank you so much to the new subs. Please let me know who you are so I can say thank you. This is entertaining? Well, I'm glad you're entertained. Kirk, what's going on, buddy? Sounds like you're gonna have a heck of a night. You definitely subbed. El Duderino, thank you for the sub. Finish, dude, what's up? Hopefully it'll be smooth. Hopefully. Oh, Chansey. You lost the Chansey? Dang. That's true, Cheese. You're absolutely right. If you see that Poliwhirl above the live sub goal, if you double tap on it, something pretty awesome happens. I don't think I did. I don't think I upped the counter there. Unfortunately, I can't use the auto counter with this. I tried to set up earlier, and the auto counter says that it can do it could increase the counter up to 10 at a time, but I tried it out, and for some reason, it only went to 5. I don't know what was up with that. I think it is. I think it is, Jake. I think that's pretty fun. Oops, I double reset there. I guess we've already done 230 encounters. So for the strategy for this hunt, when the shiny does finally show up, there's a couple things. Deoxys has an extremely low catch rate, and the chances are it's going to run out of PP before I catch it. So a while back, if you guys are familiar with Chem Nation, Chem was setting up for this hunt, and him and I were theory crafting about what to do about it. So what we ended up doing was we got a Kadabra that has Trick, and so we trick leftovers onto the Deoxys. We increase our evasion as much as possible, and then when it runs out of moves and it starts to struggle, it will have a very high chance to miss struggle, which is something that happens in Gen 3. And even if it does hit us, it only the struggle recoil is based on the amount of damage it does. So I have a high level Marowak, level 70. So when it does struggle, it only does like 10 damage, if that. So then leftovers will be able to counteract any struggle damage it gets. I just finished cooking your tea of bacon mac and cheese with vegetables. Ooh, that sounds good. 2 deaths. Who else? Who else did you lose in November? Come on now. I'm gonna turn the fan on. Give me 1 second. Luxio. Oh my goodness. All right, 270 encounters down, and no shiny yet. Who are you fighting, November or Sharky? Is it the same battle? Did you lose Chansey and Luxio in the same battle? If so, who was that against? Oh, the water gym. Dang, Luxio. Like goal 35. Thank you, Phantom, and hope you're having a good 4th of July, buddy. Yep, now you gotta put him in the death box. It's been a while since I've attempted a Nuzlocke. Good afternoon, Phantom. First Nuzlocke was in BDSP and you went through about 10 different teams? Dang. Alright, come on. We can do this. We can do this. It's when your starter that you don't remember. You don't even remember what your starter was. Must not have been that important to your team. Hyper upgraded speaker man plays Pokemon Go. Sounds like a newspaper article. What's going on? Anybody have any luck in Pokemon Go with the event shinies? Anyone get the Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charizard, Eevee, Grimer? Anybody get any of those shinies? The Elite Four struggle, but you got through it. Good job. You gotta take a quick shower. Enjoy that shower, El Dudorino. You got a Grimer hat shiny? I'm jealous. You know, it's funny. Before that event even started, I was getting a lot of Grimers in this area, and I was like, you know what? I really want a shiny Grimer. And then the event started, and they had a Grimer with a hat, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna get one of these. And then I heard the odds were boosted to like 164. I'm like, fantastic. I might even get two. And then I got 0. You are definitely hyper, my friend. You're definitely hyper. But you got the Mega Shiny Rayquaza. Good job. Shiny Coffee, no event shinies. I didn't get a Coffee either. I did randomly get a Shiny Mankey last week, which I was excited about. And then over the weekend, I got a Shiny Torchic. Too bad. Too bad what, Hefty Mom? Oh, that I didn't get the shiny. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Happy 4th of July, Mom. I followed your advice. For lunch, I had a cheeseburger and 2 hot dogs. Yes, happy 4th to everybody in the United States. And happy Thursday to everybody else. Smartest dude. Thank you for the luck. One Pokemon not you is Mewtwo Mega Evo. Not sure what you mean. I was wondering if that was you, Mr. Intelligence. I just got it from Sheets, Mom. Yeah, maybe tone down on the caps a little bit. I normally don't care about caps, but that's like every message. Just normal coffee and rambling, not the event version, so not bad. I got the shiny Celebi Masterwork. Nice. I didn't buy the shiny Celebi Masterwork because I got it from the Johto tour a few years ago. But I'm glad that they brought it up again so that people that weren't playing at the time have a chance to get it. That's always been my biggest pet peeve of event shinies, is I don't like that certain shiny Pokemon people can't get because they were not playing at the right time. I don't like that. Skull for 18 months. What's going on, buddy? So many checks at once. A shiny luck big guy. Thank you so much, Skull. How you doing, buddy? Hope all is well. Yeah, 20 checks a minute is pretty awesome. Can't complain. Honestly, I wanted to try and get 15, but I couldn't make it work with the overlay. I mean, even this overlay is kind of scuffed, but you're doing pretty well. Glad to hear that. Also, if I had 5 more instances of this running, I think we would definitely start having some performance issues. Shinies knows about that. In your 2 accounts, you got Torchic Trico, a Grimer, Hack Grimer, 2 Fletchling, Spotlight Hour Morlul. Oh, I forgot about the Spotlight Hour Morlul. I wanted to go for that. Suing Growlithe, 2 Shellos, Clamperl, and hatched a Magmy. Dang, Johnny. You're just like the shiny master. Who am I hunting? So, Hefty Mom, in the bottom right corner of your phone, you'll see a weird looking yellow noodle man. It's an alien Pokemon called Deoxys. And you can see it's got the 1460 right next to it as well. So this isn't one of the older games. This was a game on the Game Boy Advance. And through the magic of computer hardware and software, I'm running 10 copies of the game at once, trying to get the Yellow Noodle Man. This is a 1 in 8,192 chance hunt. So to try and speed it up a bit, I want to run as many copies at once as I can. The fact that they lock Pokemon behind paywalls is a bit annoying. Some players might not have the money to keep buying things over and over again. I agree with that too. I definitely agree with that. I mean, I think there should... I'm going to start by saying I don't have the right answer. I think there should be something extra required in order to shiny hunt or get a mythical Pokemon. I don't think it should be as easy as getting a legendary, but I haven't quite figured out what that thing should be. I don't think it should be timed events. I know that. I did kind of like the idea of the Mew and the Jirachi that you could get in BDSP if you had save files for Pokemon Sword, Shield, Let's Go Pikachu, and Let's Go Eevee. But one could argue that that is hiding behind a paywall as well. So maybe that's not the best idea. But I think there should be like that little bit of extra you have to do in order to get it. But I think it should be available for everybody. It should be based off of hard work, not timing or money. Does that make sense? I mean, I didn't really hear anybody complaining about the, in order to hunt Shiny Arceus in BDSP, you needed to have a copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think just because most people had copies and they loved that game anyway. But if you think about it, if you wanted to Shiny hunt Arceus, you needed to buy a whole separate game. Thank you for the 24 likes, by the way, and thank you for everybody that's spending a little bit of your Thursday with me. I'm very excited to be doing this. I can't wait to have this hunt over with. It's been an albatross around my neck for a couple of years. Oh, come on. There we go. Every once in a while, one of the instances, like, falls behind. Especially if you're just coming back to the games. Exactly. I mean, I know a lot of people in the community that, like, were out of Pokemon for a while. That played the first few gens and then came back, like, during the Switch era. And they missed out on so much that even if they were to go back and buy the games, there's a lot of things they just aren't able to get anymore, which is just sad. One example of something that I thought was pretty cool, although it's not shiny huntable, I liked the concept, was in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. They had that whole QR code thing where you could scan QR codes to get dex entries. And there's a few event Pokemon that if you scan the QR code, you could actually receive a Pokemon. And one of those was Magearna. And currently, it's the only way to get a Magearna is that QR code. And because it's a QR code, there's no end date. You can go on there today and get yourself a Magearna. You just have to have the game, but like it's not a timed event. I think that was pretty cool. Maybe they could do it like how they did the Reggie's code, but does it expire? Yeah, exactly. All they gotta do is just have like non-expiring codes, something like that. Who wants to be a Lilligant? That sounds like a really interesting game show. Trying to get shiny decks on both games, right? And it's kind of funny that you need to get that Magirna in order to get the regular or was original form Magirna in home. Oh, who wants to be your Lilligant and your Nuzlocke? I gotcha. I mean, I'll be a Lilligant. Why not? Need Deoxys, but I just don't have a GBA. You do you have Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, Johnny? I know you have a 3DS. Did you pick up Oris? Because there's a whole Delta episode at the end, the post game content. The Delta episode it ends with you catching a guaranteed encounter Deoxys. It's not it's shiny locked, but you can get it for Oh, you mean shiny? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was still thinking about the. Sorry, I was still thinking about completing the national Dex on home, which we actually weren't talking about. I was just thinking about in my head. My bad. My bad. I feel like I'm missing the counter sometimes. I really wish I could do the auto counter with this, but it just wasn't working. I tried to do the auto counter and it would only go up by 5. You got your Deancy and Pogo yesterday. Congratulations, Jake. Trying to get comfortable here. We're gonna be in for the long haul. Look at that. We've already done 650 checks in 37 minutes. Yeah, I'm using Death Counter. Which is fine. I mean, I used Death Counter for a long time before I got the auto counter. It's just these resets are so fast. Like I feel like half the time I'm forgetting to click it. Mary, what's going on? I am living dangerously today. Because yeah, like every time I need to click it, I feel like I just clicked it. And so I'm second guessing myself, like, did I already hit it? Oh, I know I did. I did hit the count. I did set the count rate to 10. Yes, I did set the count rate to 10. You talking about auto counter, or are you talking about death counter? How you doing, Mary? Happy 4th. Oh, you're looking. Hey, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Big Cheese came in here at first and said, "Hey, the counter's not going up," and he was looking at the subs. It's wild that probably in about, gosh, 3 minutes, the number of encounters will be higher than the sub count. Hello, Evelyn. A platinum Johto medal. Is everything for Johto out? I would assume so. What are the hard things to get for Johto? Oh, Corsola. I remember Corsola's hard. Is everything else fairly common? Come on. There we go. I move the computer a little bit closer. Maybe that'll help. Made some burgers for the grill and chocolate pudding pie for dessert. That sounds delicious. Thank you guys for the 27 likes. You know, I normally don't stream on a weekday afternoon, so I was a little nervous how this was going to go, but you guys are just amazing coming in here and keeping me company. Oh yeah, dairy free, of course. Oh yeah, Johnny definitely has to be a Riolu. Of all the Legends of Mythical, it's hard because the one you're close to requires you to register 100 Johto Pokemon. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, he definitely has to have some pudding. He loves mommy's cooking, I bet. So yeah, I got 99 Premier Balls. I'm hoping we get lucky. We need to get lucky twice for this hunt. We need to get lucky to find the shiny, and then we need to get lucky to catch the shiny. This thing has an abysmal catch rate. Full life paralyzed. It's a 0.4% chance to catch in a Premier Ball. When you done the shiny Celebi the first time around, as you played the game around the Johto event, you had your platinum medal. Yeah, I definitely did not have the platinum medal until the Johto tour when those few Johto Pokemon that were like region locked were available everywhere. Sito, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I think, you know what? I think you're right. I think with that research, the original research, I think you had to have a platinum Johto as well, but that one was a lot easier because that weekend, all the Johto Pokemon were spawning everywhere. I'm pretty sure that's when I got my Corsola. Mino, I don't normally stream on Thursdays, but I have off today, so I thought I'd hang out with all y'all. Sito, I'm doing pretty good, man. Enjoying the day off, looking for Deoxys, talking with all of you. Exactly, Jake. Exactly. I couldn't get Corsola in my region either. I had to wait for that Johto event. We'll be streaming tomorrow too. I think tomorrow we're gonna do the normal morning time though. I think tomorrow we'll go live at 8 a.m. Eastern. I was actually planning on going live at 8 a.m. Eastern today, but setting up this hunt for the stream took longer than I thought it would. By the time I got done, it was like setting up, it was like 10 o'clock. And I was like, you know what? I'll just wait for 2. That way I can just, relax the rest of the morning, get some lunch, watch some Chem Nation stream. Might end up cheating, get Corsola. Hey, no judgment here. Here's my thing about that when it comes to Pokemon Go. I think there are definitely some people in the world that are at a disadvantage based off of where they live, maybe the number of gyms or Pokestops around them, the number of active players around them. They're at a disadvantage over people in like a big city, right? and that's not their fault. That's not fair. Um, so I totally understand why some people spoof. That said, spoofing is against the terms and conditions of Pokemon Go. So I'm of the opinion like I don't blame you if you do it, but I don't want to hear you whining if you get blocked. You know what I mean? Like I understand why you do it, but you can't claim that you didn't know it was against the rules. Exactly, John. Exactly. I have a feeling where you live and where I live, um, population wise, probably isn't all that different. I have a stop 2 blocks up that way. I have a gym 2 blocks up that way, and that's pretty much all I see on a daily basis, unless I'm like going into town. And there's not a lot of people here locally that play. So like even when there's raids and stuff, like I've never successfully done like an in-person shadow raid or anything like that because there's just no one to do them with. I rarely get to do the legendary raids because I have to rely solely on what friends of mine are online at the time. You had to do a raid group 20 kilometers away. Oh my gosh, but you did get the shiny, which is pretty awesome, I know. And you of all people. So happy you got it. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. It's just, there's just not where I lived. I mean, there's always one or two Pokemon in the gyms. I just never see who those people are, and they're never there when there's raids going on. I think the last time I did a legit in-person raid was a couple of Christmases ago. I was flying down to see my parents, and I was actually in the Charlotte, North Carolina airport. And there was a ton of stops within the airport, and there was a heat ran raid uh, at the Pokestop, like at the food court. And I had like an hour to kill before my next flight, and I went over there, and there's probably a good 7, 8 people there that were trying to get the heat ran. So that was pretty cool. I got to jump into that one. Where you live, it kind of sucks, but you'll say when you walk to the store, you can hit 4 spinners, 2 green gyms. Not many people around to play, so it's hard to complete pogo stuff. Exactly. For a solo raid hour, that would be good. As a reminder, I wanted to start streaming 47 minutes ago. There was a couple of technical issues, so I started streaming maybe about 42 minutes ago. Well, then I had the intro too, so probably about 40 minutes ago. I probably started streaming 40 minutes ago. And we're already at almost 1,000 checks. We started the stream at 1,000 checks, and we're almost at 2,000. Placed by yourself? Did you really? Are you like the Poke King of your area, Mino? Nice. Get this under odds? I hope so. This is the last 8192 hunt I have to do. Well, I guess, unless you count Manaphy and Jirachi. I don't know if I'm going to do those. But we got the Mew extremely under odds. That was 1,073 encounters. I got the Celebi off stream just a little under odds. That was at like 7,400. So this is the last one that I got to do that I have access to, and I'm nervous it's going to go over odds because the other two went under odds. But you know what? With a hunt like this, the way I have it set up, I'm not even too worried about it going over odds because of how fast this is going. I mean, we could theoretically be at, let's say 1,000 hour. We could get up to 4,000 checks within a 3-hour stream. I did get the Arceus. I got the Arceus sometime in the spring of 23. That ended up being about like 5,500, 5,600. You live in a typical Dutch area that's outside the city. I gotcha. Your own little kingdom. I do have to re-hunt Arceus though, Johnny. I gotta re-hunt Arceus because I didn't get the luck that you got. And I was forced to catch it in a Master Ball. And when I heard that you got it in a cheeky prem in 8 throws, I love you, Johnny, but I almost broke my phone when I heard that you threw 8 Premier Balls and caught the Arceus. I got to re-hunt Darkrai too. That also had to be a Master Ball. You jealous of me because I'm doing 10 checks? The Game Boy Operator is a pretty awesome thing. I highly recommend it. I don't know if Sax is still lurking. Sax told me about the Game Boy Operator probably about 1.5 years ago. And I was intrigued, and he sent me the link, and I took a look at it, and I was like, this is exactly what I need. Since I don't have like capture cards built into my 3DSs or anything like that. And I ordered it, and at the time they were in production, so I had to wait like 2 months for it to arrive. But it was like a very, very, very fantastic decision to buy. Dorian, what's going on, buddy? Chem Nation stream bored you today, so you just escaped it. What's going on, Eric? Plays Minecraft for like a week and then doesn't play for much. I got a feeling you're not the only one, Mino. I'm not a big Minecraft player, but I feel like if I did play more often, I would be like you, where I would go through streaks of like, that's all I'm focusing on, and then just walk away from it for a while. It's also kind of like how I am with the Lego games. I just got back on the Lego game kick over the weekend, and it's like all I've been doing outside of work and off stream. But I guarantee that probably by this time next week, I'll put them back down again. Thank you guys for the 29 likes. My goodness gracious, I don't know what I did to deserve such kindness. Sometimes you don't play all of them, and sometimes, exactly, Zen, exactly. Sometimes you're sick of them. I hit this nice wave, not yesterday, I guess it was Tuesday, where I've been playing Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 specifically, Zen. And I was in this wave where it's like, I don't want to do the next level. I'm tired of it, but I'll do it anyway. And I finally got to this part where I was like, hey, I'm having fun again. And then like yesterday at work, like all I was thinking about was, I can't wait to get home and do the next level. And now I'm at the final level of the main game. I'm right before it. And so now I'm going back and trying to 100% all the previous levels. Like goal a lot. You know what? We'll go for that, Mino. I like that. We'll use that one. Thank you very much. And thank you to the 15 people that are here and the 30 likes. That's pretty dang awesome. You like the setup I got going? Well, thank you. I feel like it's a little bit scuffed. I couldn't figure out a good way on a vertical stream, like on a mobile stream, to get 10 horizontal game screens. So I was like, well, as long as I have the side of the screen where the Deoxys shows up, that's all that really matters. Mini kit grinding sucks so much. Generally the worst part of every Lego game. Well, thankfully, Zen, I looked on a little strategy guide or a little walkthrough guide or whatever. Found out how to get the mini kit detector. I found out that I needed to do the Coulson and the Quake side quests, and once I did that, I unlocked a Gwenpool level that has the mini kit pink brick in it, and that makes it a lot easier. Alexander, what's going on? Good to see you. They look cool as they slide in. Yes, I think they look cool as they slide in, and if you'll notice when I restart the game, here I'll show you when the sparkles like the stars or whatever come across with the Game Freak, that looks pretty cool too. Watch this. That right there, that looks pretty cool. It looks like this. It looks like the stars going all the way across the screen. Dorian, how's your day going? Are you working today? 2,100 checks. We're definitely going to hit at least half odds today. I like how much characters in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 do wish they stick exclusively to comic designs. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. Definitely some MCU inspired stuff there, and some other random stuff. I am shocked about some of the characters that they included though. Like I did a mission in ancient Egypt the other day where I unlocked Horus. I was like, really, Horus? I never would have thought. Clean house a bit. Got a baseball game with fireworks after. Nice. Something you barely recognize, right? Oh, Zen, yesterday was new comic book day. Went to the comic book store. Still enjoying the Blood Hunt crossover event. And I picked up a comic that I thought was pretty cool. I think it's, again, like another one of those Zen that like they're preparing for the new X-Men era. It's called Lives of Wolverine. It's basically a narrated timeline of Wolverine's entire life. Like they finally reconstructed all the events from his past into like one linear story, which of course, is convoluted as heck. But it was kind of nice to see everything they've ever included about his past kind of laid down on a timeline. And then what I absolutely loved about it was in the back, they went like page by page, panel by panel, and gave references to each one of the comics that they're talking about. Uh, I'm not sure how it works in the UK's end. I'm not sure if the release dates are the same. That's actually something I would be very interested in knowing. But at least here in the US, X-Men #1 comes out next week, and then I think from that point on, basically there will be something new every week until they get all the new series launched. But yeah, X-Men starts next week, and then there's like X-Force, Phoenix, X-Factor, Exceptional X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, Wolverine. Uh, oh, I'm a huge comic nerd. You should know that by now, Mino. You got bored? I can't understand anyone. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Sharky? Like Spanish? I missed. I feel like I missed something. Yeah, you definitely knew already, Mino. There is actually a fairly decent chance we're going to get the shiny today. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be happy, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's very mixed then. It's very mixed. I seriously think that like it started off really strong, and then after the first big act when Hickman left, um, it kind of started going downhill. I would have been very interested to see how Jonathan Hickman would have written the rest of that whole storyline. Arceus. What about Arceus? Look at that. We've been streaming for an hour and we've done 1,230 checks. 1,240. We've been watching for almost 2 years. That's crazy. That's crazy, Mino. I can't believe I've known you for for almost 2 years. Hey, I don't know when it happened. I apologize. I'm a little focused on the 10 screens here, but I just saw that that sub count went up another one to 1742. If you're still here, I'd like to thank you for the sub. And if you want to say hi, I'd like to make an even bigger deal out of it and thank you in person. Meet me through Kem. Yeah, Kem's a really good guy. I owe Kem a lot. I think literally my two largest days of sub growth were days where Kem rated me. I was looking at that the other day. I was looking at number of new subs by stream, and two of them were just like insanely high, and both of them were like, "Oh, that's because Kem rated me." I like smaller streamers more because you get to interact with them more. I like that too. I like that too, and I will say, I mean, this is a hefty stream, not a Chem Nation stream, but I'm going to talk about Chem a little bit more, and he can be mad at me later. That's something that I think that Chem does really well. I mean, I think Chem is a pretty decent sized streamer. You know, he's at about 82,000 subs, but he still does such a great job trying to read everyone's message. Is he perfect at it? No, and I swear the man is slightly dyslexic. But he tries his best, and I really appreciate that. Most of Hickman runs were great. I loved the Avengers run. Like I had heard of Hickman, and I heard he was really good. But the first thing I really read of his was the New Avengers run that ended in Secret Wars, and I absolutely loved that. And then later I went back and read his Fantastic Four run, and that was really good too. Definitely dyslexic. Sometimes I'm like, how the heck did you get that word out of that message? And it's it's not like, oh, he read it right, he just when he read it out loud he misspoke. No, he said what he thought it said, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Anyway, I love the guy. I love the guy. I remember I used to tease him like, hey, you need to wear your glasses when you stream. And then he started wearing his glasses when he streams and it didn't get any better, and I thought, oh, that's not the issue. No way, Johnny. Seriously? That's awesome. Hey, you know what? As much as I would love to take credit, and I mean, I really wish I could because I absolutely love you. You're a fantastic dude. That is all Ron. That was all Ron. I'll never forget that day. It's happened a couple times, but I told Ron, I was like, let's raid somebody. Let's see if we can find somebody new. And Ron came back with you, and I popped up your stream on my computer and just checked you out for a second. I was like, yeah, this looks like a fairly good bloke. Let's go check him out. So, very happy it happened, but I always gotta shout out Ron. Ron was the one that introduced me to you. Ron was the one that introduced me to Ember's the Painter. School's over. Congratulations, Mino. Spring or summer break. That's awesome. I miss summer break. This is like my summer break right now, and it's 4 days long. And there's a chance I'm gonna get called into work tomorrow. That's what being an adult is. Well, 2 months of playing games and drawings, that sounds like heaven right there. Thank you to everybody that's hanging out, lurking, what have you. I appreciate you being here. Remember that when you see Ron next? Yeah. Yeah, he's such a good guy. UFC watch? I don't really watch UFC. I know it's pretty popular. I have a lot of friends that watch it, but I never really got into it. But how are you doing, Harry? And Grady, what's going on? I'm doing well. How you doing? Managed to get cable for the Marvel Legends Crippling Collection. For designs very similar to the Marvel vs. Capcom version. Alright. Then, I don't think I've talked to you specifically about this since the Nintendo Direct. How about the Marvel Capcom bundle remaster? How exciting is that? I was in HDV stream during that Nintendo Direct, and I swear to God, I was the only person out of the couple thousand people there that was excited about that. You're pumped, Dorian? Nice. Happy 4th to you too, Grady. Pirate Hunter, what's going on, buddy? Alice, hello. Look at all these wonderful people coming to stream all at once. Building a gigantic greenhouse in your Minecraft world. Talking 4 times the size of your house. Dang. You know what, Zen? I never played Marvel vs. Capcom 4. I'll avoid that one then. You're getting crazy, right? You know which one I really like though? And I don't honestly. I'll be able to tell better once this bundle comes out. I'll be able to tell whether it's a nostalgia thing or not. But the original X-Men fighting game that Capcom put out, like before the first Marvel vs. Capcom, they had an X-Men fighting game. I used to spend so much money on that arcade game at the bowling alley. It was so much fun. And you know I made Cyclops. Welcome back, Sharky. If I get under, then I gotta lend you $1 million. $1 million? If I get under odds? It's America's birthday today. That's right, Alice. 248 years young. You got Struggle Dust, Shiny Regirock? No, random. Don't tell me that. That stinks, buddy. Optic Blast. You know what I'm talking about, Dorian. You haven't played the Marvel vs. Capcom 2, only the first. What's that one like? I don't specifically remember what all was different or who all new was included in. I screwed this up. In 2. Oh, under 10. If I get it in under 10, I gotta give $1 million. Okay, well I'll take that bet. Bless me. So if I don't get it on, this check, that means I don't have to give you $1 million. Just have a good day. Are you leaving, Grady? Are you leaving me already? And thank you to the new sub. You're like, you're at more? That's just you? That's fair. I think it is a totally fair position to favor the country that you live in or the area that you live in. I'm never going to begrudge anyone for that. Oh, you sticking around? Okay, good, Grady. Nice. Oh my gosh, sub counter went up again. You guys are just subbing out the wazoo today. Two dudes shiny hunting for shiny legendary. What? Alright, so I'm gonna be, I try and be completely transparent, with my hunts. So here's the deal. Here's what's going on right now, in case anyone's wondering how I'm doing this. This is a save file. I mean, you can tell right here, if you look at the two save screens right here, it's obviously the same game. This is a save file from my legitimate Fire Red cartridge. Using the Game Boy operator, which looks like this, I'm able to plug the cartridge into the Game Boy operator, which then attaches to the computer via USB port, and I'm able to save a copy of my save file. Now the save file is saved on my computer, I am currently running 10 instances of my save file, all tethered to the same keystroke commands. Once we get the shiny Deoxys, I'll be able to save it and using the Game Boy operator, export the file back, or I should say import the file back into the cartridge. It's completely legit in that aspect. There's no nothing shady or hinky going on that way. The most shadiest thing is that I'm running 10 instances at once. But this is my actual cartridge save file. So once I save it back to my cartridge, I'll be able to plug into a DS, turn on a Gen 4 game, move it from Fire Red into the Gen 4 game. From there, I'll be able to port it into a Gen 5 game. From there, I'll be able to put it in a transporter to stick it into box, and then from box into home. So as far as the game is concerned and everything, this is my actual cartridge, if that makes sense. Any hunts after Deoxys? I've been toying with the idea. So last weekend we did a hunt for Aerodactyl and Swoobat, where one switch was hunting for Aerodactyl, one switch was hunting for Swoobat. And we were going to see which shined first, and the Aerodactyl shined first. We got shiny Aerodactyl on 523. We didn't get the Swoobat though, so I've been toying with the idea of going back and dual hunting the Swoobat. After that, we're going to be doing a Solrock and Lunatone hunt. Harry, you don't need to count. I trust that you know which number we're on. But yeah, I just you don't need to put all the numbers in the chat. Yeah, Lunatone and Solrock is what we'll do after the Swoobat. And then after that, it's going to be either some Masuda hunts or Dynamax hunts or a combination of the two. Family's house, I can't say, but good luck and happy 4th of July. Mighty Munchkin, happy 4th of July to you too, buddy. Hope you have a lot of fun with your family. Not paying, you sure aren't. You sure aren't. And thank you to the new sub, whoever that is, thank you very much. We're hoping to possibly hit 1,750 subs today. And you guys keep getting me closer and closer, which is pretty awesome. Can one of the mods do a favor for me? Can one of the mods drop a link and see if the links are working in the mobile streams on this channel yet? I know that some channels have gotten that feature, and I'm just wondering if we got it yet. Oh, how do I feel about the how do I feel about the MCU, right? What do I do if I get 2 Deoxys? I guess in that case, we'll look at the stats and decide which one I like better. Oh, right now. I mean, not great. You can click them. The links are working. We have working links in our mobile shorts now. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, baby, that's exciting. Don't work for Saks. Dang it. So it's not universal yet. Doesn't work for all. So it's got to be some combination of channel and account. Works for Cedo. Oh yeah, Zen asked the question: how do I feel at Marvel MCU right now? Not fantastic. I mean, I think out of Phase 4, the best thing they did was Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And I think that's really just because of the consistency of James Gunn. I don't feel like he was trying to tell a Marvel Phase 4 story. I think he was trying to wrap up a story that he had started with the original Guardians. Um, Even that wasn't like perfect. I still had some issues with that, but I think out of everything in Phase 4, that was the best. Um, Most of the shows were pretty good. Most of them. I still haven't watched Echo. I watched the first episode of Echo, and that's it. Um, I think there's a lot of room for improvement right now. I'll also put it this way: I watch a lot of reaction channels on YouTube. If I'm not watching Pokemon videos, I'm probably watching a reaction video. I think it's very telling that most of the channels that watch the MCU stop after Endgame. You hate it. It feels like they butcher the characters, the comic fans, and the actual character itself without the comic background sex as well. I mean, I totally agree. I think there's been a lot of occasions where they haven't made a movie about a Marvel character. They made a movie and they shoehorned in a Marvel character in order to make that movie happen. Do I have any plans for the 4th? This is pretty much it. I might go downtown tonight to watch the fireworks, depending on how I feel. But I've just really been enjoying having a day off, sitting in the air conditioning. I did go out and get myself cheeseburger and a couple of hot dogs for lunch. Um, but no, this is pretty much it. We'll probably be doing this until about my dinner time, and then I don't know, maybe a little late afternoon snooze on the couch. When you get to be my age, that's kind of the things you look forward to. You hate AI art? Let me explain. Let's hear it, Mino. I don't disagree, by the way. You got this, dude. Thank you, Zerkatry. I hope so. Big fan of yours, by the way. Big fan. My Coke is sitting next to my laptop, and it is like warm now. That's not room temperature. That Coke is warm. Internet, their databanks full of art, all taken without permission. AI companies take the art from these databanks and use them to teach their AI programs, all very illegal stuff. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. And I know I'm a hypocrite. I've done a couple of AI thumbnails, not in a while. I did do a couple of AI thumbnails a couple of years ago. And, so I'm no saint. Obviously, I do AI songs for the opening of the streams. Um, I guess it's one of those things that, like, I recognize it's bad, but I do it anyway, so I just have the self-awareness, know that I'm not doing a good thing. But since like 2 years ago, I haven't used any AI art. But saying like, oh, I haven't used any AI art, but I've used AI music is like, it's like trying to say like, well, I didn't commit arson. I just I just kidnap people. Yeah, and that's the thing, Mino. It's not at all fair to the artists that come up with the original content that the AI bases their styles on. Not fair at all. So tough bouncing between all these Pokemon games. Sax, have you been playing Pokemon lately? I know you kind of took some time off for a while. Doing what? Dragon Ball Durag. What's the name of that game? I know. I think last you and I talked, you were gonna start working on some friend safaris. Dragon's Dogma. That's it. Dragon's Dogma 2. And you did send me a couple shinies you got from friend safaris. I do remember that. But I think that's the last time you and I kind of talked about Pokemon. Play Scarlet when you do battles and such. Been hunting the older games for competitive teams to gain ribbons for them. Nice. I have two things left to do in Scarlet and Violet, and both of them are miserable. I still gotta get the 3-family household, and I am desperately seeking a white stripe Basculin outbreak. It's a lot of fire red screens. One might even say it's 10, Eric. 10 fire red screens. Jumping between trying to beat all the games to Ribbon Master, whoever you want to bring up. Gotcha. Yeah, a little back and forth. It's fine they do new stuff with the characters, but you gotta include some of the comic ideas as well. Or make changes that make sense. A good example is changing Thanos' motive that was in the comics. Yes, I agree. I also think, although it seemed pretty controversial in the comic community at the time, Ultron was another good example. It was sacrilege when Age of Ultron first came out that Tony created Ultron instead of Hank Pym, but within the movies it makes sense. Favorite shiny Pokemon is Shiny Stuffle. Shiny Stuffle is my favorite shiny Pokemon. And if you're going to ask me what my top 3 are, I would say that's number 1. Number 2 is Ribombee. And number 3, which is also my favorite shiny legendary, is Xerneas. Ivysaur was your last shiny from the Safari? Nice, gotcha. Val. Boop, thank you for the boop, Val. For Growlithe. There's only one Safari Pokemon left I need, and I don't even have the Safari for it, and that's Maractus. Somehow I lost that Safari. Some sort of shenanigans of switching the game cartridges back and forth between the two systems. I lost that third slot. So I've been doing a bunch of wild hunts for Maractus and Sword and Shield. I'm ready for that hunt to be over. You lost Panpour, dang. A patch is available? I'm not saying no. I'm saying that whoever has to get on the phone to walk me through how to do it is going to punch me because of how bad I am with that stuff. And my comprehension on how to do that technical stuff is just terrible. People think that I'm like lying about that or like underselling myself with that stuff when I say it. But ask Mr. Shinies the next time I'm in here The few times I've had to ask him for technical advice on something, he will tell you how frustrated he gets with me because I just don't get it. Bring back online for only Pokemon games. I mean, look, I would be. I mean, I can only speak for myself. I'd be willing to drop like $5 or $7 a month to keep the 3DS online servers going. No, it's not modded at all. No mods. Now, whether Eric's $5 or $7 plus my $5 or $7 is enough money to make it worthwhile for them, I can't tell you. I'm guessing no. I don't know how many people would be willing to pay that, but I mean, I would certainly pay it. You love the Pokemon Punch in the background? Thank you. It started off with one. I got a Poliwhirl when I started the channel. I figured I should have a channel mascot in plush form, and then I kind of got addicted, and now I got like probably over 50, and I keep getting the bug to buy more. I have heard of Pretendo. I have heard of that. Your favorite shiny is probably Zero Aura, but you also like Noivern and Rayquaza. All three of those Mino, incredible shinies. Not shiny. I think we're going to take this up to 3,000, then I'm going to go on a quick break, try and cool off a little bit. All you want to do is get the original lineup of the X-Men and then Spiraled. I know exactly what... Ooh, Spiral! Do you have Spiral? That's another one you should get. I'm assuming they made a Marvel Legends Spiral. I mean, if they made a Mojo, which I think Mojo is a Build-A-Figure, they had to have a Spiral. Still need Spiral Mojo. Try getting 4 Deoxys, 1 for each form. Could you imagine? No, I won't do that. When it comes to my form decks, here's how I set mine up, right? If it's locked into a form, like the Flabébé line, like it's always the same color flower. You can't change the color flower. If it's the Paldean Tauros, all three of them. If it's what's another good example? The males and females of like Frillish and Jellicent and Unpheasant and things like that. I get one of each. If you can change the form, like a Deoxys or like a Zygarde or things like that, then I'm fine with just having one because I know that I can change the form whenever I want to. That said, I did end up getting 6 Rotom just because that was easy enough to do, and I got all 4 Oricorio because that was easy enough to do. Maybe one day down the road, we'll get multiple Deoxyses or Deoxy and multiple Zygarde. But today ain't gonna be that day. Arceus, heck no. But yeah, that's another good example. I can put the plates on whenever I want. I don't need to have one of each. Silvally, another example. Shaman. Shaman's another example. I'm good with just the one. I can use the Gracidia flower and transfer between sky form and land form whenever I want. Come on. There we go. What I think about X-Men 97, Sax, I think it is arguably the best animated series Marvel's ever done. 20 tracks long, dang. I absolutely loved it, Sax. What did you think of it? You need more, right? I'm very excited about Season 2. They did a great job setting up the 2 main storylines for Season 2. I am going to rehunt Arceus. I will rehunt Arceus. You sent Razzie mine, they'll stop from struggling. So this stop it from struggling. Tell me more. Tell me more. Oh wait, is it recycle fling Chansey? Okay, gotcha. No, that's smart. That's smart. I should do that. I never. The problem was I never set up the Arceus hunt in the first place. I started the Arceus hunt before I even started streaming. Like back before I was a streamer, I was working on the Arceus hunt. That's why we never knew exactly how many encounters it was, because I want to say I did about 5,000 encounters before I started streaming, like 4,000, 5,000 encounters. So when we finally got the Arceus, I'm like, oh, this team is not prepared for this at all. Another couple episodes would have been great, even if it was just like 13, like it's like the old school seasons. I'm a little surprised then actually they didn't do a 13 episode season, because that used to be the standard. But yeah, I'm really excited about the setups with ancient Egypt and new canon in the future. It was so good. It was just so absolutely good sacks. I have not heard that yet, Eric. Send me a link and I'll rock out to it later today. I haven't picked up an Eminem album since. Oh gosh, Relapse. I think Relapse was the last Eminem album I picked up. What am I gonna do? Face reveal? Never gonna happen. I'm too shy. Alright, just 4 more checks here, and then I'm gonna go on a quick break. If they split into 3 teams, X-Men, X-Force, New Mutants, one team does the past, one the future, one stays in the present. That would be cool. That would be pretty darn cool. Nice, thank you, Eric. I'll listen to that here in a little bit. Quick break equals dance time, that's right. Colossus or Archangel, yes, both of which have been notoriously underused throughout the entire series. So had Nightcrawler, but I thought they did a good job. I mean, I'd still like to see more Nightcrawler, but I liked how much screen time Nightcrawler got in X-Men '97. But yeah, we need more Colossus. We need more Archangel. Looking forward to Empty Hefty Chair Stream. That's your favorite part. All right, is this one gonna be shiny? No, no shiny 3,000. But we have done 2,000 checks in an hour and a half. That's insane. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna leave on the screen. I'm gonna go away now and leave for a bit. Oh crap! I forgot to grab the BRB screen. Let me add that in here real quick. I had to make a whole new overlay. Where be the BRB? There it is. Whoa! Get smaller. Come on. Oh, are you gonna be a jerk? You're gonna be a jerk. You're gonna be an absolute jerk face. I want you to shrink. Whatever. Whatever. This is what we're doing. This is what's happening now. I'll be back in a few minutes. Sack's in charge. Are you kidding me? I can't even take a break. What the heck? What even the heck is that? Chem Nation, thank you so much for the raid. I was going to take a break, but now that's not going to happen. Who we got here? Who we got? We got Big Cheese, we got Burger, we got Devin, we got Joyce, we got Cairo, Jerry Not So. Welcome on in, everybody. Okay, all right. I was gonna try and you know, take a break, but Cat had to come in right when that was happening. And oh my God, Cairo with the 10 good memberships. Thank you so much. Look at all those snipes. Shanks, Cito, Lino, Pirate Hunter, Emery, Kieran, the Smart Dude, Dorian Dysart, JJ, welcome on in. Thank you for coming on the raid. Hold Sakai. And thank you to the new subs. We are now 2 subs away from our sub goal for today. I have to hold a little bit longer. Apparently so. Apparently so. Dang it. Like, I got up, I left the office, I opened up your stream to see how your hunt was going, and I see a link to my own stream. So I run back to the office. JJ, welcome on back to the Polywag Party. I love my new jacket. What's going on? Welcome in. Ming, hello. Welcome in. So, I guess I should introduce myself. You guys don't know me. My name is Hefty. I'm a shiny Pokemon hunter. You know me from the Cam and Nathan stream. I'm the one that aggravates him with all my nonsense pretty much every day. But I'm so a shiny hunter, and I only need a couple more shinies for my shiny decks, and one of them is Deoxys. But I can't be bothered to go several thousand checks on this Deoxys when I only stream like a few times a week anyway. So screw it. We're doing 10 checks at once. And just like them, I have a Game Boy Operator. This is a copy of my official Fire Red cartridge save file. Once we get the Deoxys, I will be able to, using physical hardware, take this from Fire Red up into a Gen 4 game, up into a Gen 5 game, into the Poké Transporter, into Pokemon Bank, and up into home. The best nonsense. Thank you so much, Kiro. Candy Roll, thank you so much for the luck. But we are just cruising through. We started at 1,000 encounters at the beginning of the stream. So we've already done 2,030 encounters in the last hour and 37 minutes. 2,040 encounters now. Cam, if you're still here, can you remind me, how many encounters did you get yours in? I believe you went a little over odds, correct? I forgot to hit a plus on that one, I think. Take it from me, Hefty's the most wholesome guy you ever meet. That's very nice of you to say, Mino. Alice, how are you doing today? And thank you to the new sub, whoever that is. My characters are underused in X-Men shows. Flabbergasted Colossus appeared in 5 minutes of wearing the X-Men, never again. Yo, Zen, I forgot he was even in Wolverine in the X-Men. Yeah, what do they have against Colossus? And if I remember correctly, in X-Men Evolution, he was in there in like the second and third. He was like in that group that like Gambit, but I don't think he ever talked. I think he was just like a background character. You're doing okay, Alice. I hope I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you're doing okay. Yeah, what's the animation studio have against Colossus? We need to get to the bottom of this. We lose audio. Can you guys hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can you see me? You can hear? Okay. Our red trainer is far over odds, unfortunately, going on 5 much. I know you've been working on the thing for a while. That's crazy, Kyle. I hope you get it real soon. It's just choppy. You guys getting some chop? Am I getting chop? Alright, I got no chop on my end, so it might be a dang tube thing. I wasn't planning on watching more stream after camp, so you're gonna go good luck in your shiny hunt. Thank you so much. I can never, I'm never sure how to pronounce your name, Pemanil. But thank you so much, and I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, it auto-connected, you didn't notice it, getcha. Yeah, might be some YouTube chat. I don't know, everything looks fine on my end. Nightcrawler and Angel are fantastic. Wolverine, the X-Men, they just hate Colossus. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Wait a second. Candy said that I've got a robotic voice. Is anybody else thinking my voice sounds a little strange? It sounds like maybe it's duplicated. Yeah, hold on a second. Nope, that's not it. I thought maybe when I had that microphone issue earlier, it was the same thing that happened last time where it unmuted another source, but that's not the case. I think it might be, and I don't want this to be the case, but it's possible it might be that doing this hunt for the last hour and a half is starting to really put a strain on the computer. If the audio gets, is it just like noticeable or is it bad? It's noticeable, okay, but not bad. Sandra, yeah, we're running 10 instances of the save file right now. Let me know if it gets bad. If it gets bad, we might just have to end. I might just be putting too much strain on the computer. The average view duration right now is 5 minutes 17 seconds, and that is pretty awesome. Good luck on the hunt. I have to work in the morning. It's pretty late for me. See you around. Same like your way. Kira, thank you so much. Always nice to see you. Like, if you'll notice, like, it's a lot more common that not all 10 games will reset at the same time. I feel like I feel like the computer's starting to slow down a bit. Reset lag. Yeah. Come on. Come on. There we go. It just might be too much of a strain. That just means we have to hurry up and get this now so we don't have to keep doing this stream that's straining my computer. I can't believe we're only one sub away from our sub goal of 1750. Thanks in no small part from the amazing raid from Chem Nation. Good luck in the shiny uses. Thank you so much, Burger. Cheese Sacks, I want you guys to do me a favor. If we get to a point where you think I should just call it, just tell me to call it. I'm not gonna take any offense, but I don't want to, stream if everything's like slowed down and the audio's not working. I could cut by 5. What do you mean cut by 5? Like just do 5 encounters instead of 10? But I don't wanna. You gotta go? Alright, Can You Roll, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for coming in on that raid. Have a great rest of your day. Imagine if I did what I originally wanted to do and did 15 instances. Don't ever give up on your goals. You'll get there, have faith. Thank you so much, Grady. Clear there now? What do you mean, like it's getting better now? I'm clear now. Okay. It's starting to get a bit eepy. We'll go to sleep then, buddy. Get some sleep. Better now? Okay, good. Maybe it's a little spike for some reason. Probably all that traffic coming in from the Chem Nation stream raid. That's probably what screwed me up. I do still need to go on my break though. We'll go until we'll go to 3300 and then I'll go on a quick break. It is so Chem Nation that he would raid me right when I go on my break. Whenever I stream, Chem always shows up when I'm on my break, and he says, "We're streamer. Why is he always on break?" I swear he does it on purpose. Went to Sam's Club earlier, and my God, that was glorious. It was much less empty. Nice. Yeah, we don't have a Costco here. We have a Sam's Club. My parents have a Costco. I've been to Costco. I like Costco. We don't have a Costco. No, Shiny. All right. So, come on, reset. So, I'm going to go on a quick break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Sax is in charge. Yeah, Sandra, Ken got the pseudo-wudo last Friday. So that's awesome. And now he's a few thousand deep into the Electro. But yeah, I'll be back in when I go on break every 2 minutes, it's bound to happen. Get out of here, Ken, you silly bear. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes. Sax is in charge. Bye-bye. Stick around. Dance. Talk. Make fun of me. Leave. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Thanks everybody for sticking around. And hanging out. We'll get back into it now. See if we can get this shiny. Also, can we get... I like Mino's light goal a lot. The light goal being a lot. But, can we get a light goal for 50? Let's see if we can hit 50 likes today. First one I see in the chat, I'll pin. Thank you very much, Chem Nation. Too slow, Eric. Mino, it served its time well. It was a fantastic light goal. It's the goal that we had up when we got that raid. It's that goal that we had up when we got a whole bunch of new subs. It was a fantastic light goal. And it worked very well. But I want to see if I can. I want to see if we can get up to 50. Jerry, it's always a pleasure to see you. Oh, that's very nice of you, Jerry. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know my streaming schedule isn't the most opportune for a lot of people. Unfortunately, it's just when I have the most capability of streaming. But since I have off today and tomorrow, I thought I'd do a Thursday and Friday stream as well. I do think tomorrow we will do a morning stream, like my normal time. Oh, good lord, you two. All right, I'll pin Eric's light goal. Jeez, you kids. I know, Cito. Can you believe what I got to put up with? It's fine, whatever works for you, really. Yeah, I mean, and it does work for me. I mean, I'm not going to lie, though, and I'm not trying to guilt trip anybody. There's a lot of fantastic people in this community that I know usually work or are still asleep or just aren't available to hang out when I stream. And so I try whenever possible, I try and, which isn't possible a lot, but whenever I can, I try and switch up the times a little bit just so I can see some of my other buddies. You're such kids. Temperature is rising in the room. That's for sure. We might get to 5,000 checks today. Wouldn't that be crazy? 4,000 checks in one stream. We are getting this weekend. It's happening. There's no if about it. Been talking on DM since May 2022. Let's just say ancient. Yeah, but I always love catching streams and hanging. Zen, I always love talking to you too, bud. It's, you know, sometimes I overthink things. You know, I'm about to say a compliment, but then I worry if other people take it as an insult. But I'm just gonna go for it. Zen, it's a rare occasion that I find someone that I can talk to intelligently about comic books that knows what they're talking about. A lot of times I talk to people that, are fans of like the movies or the cartoons, or, maybe they, read some comics when they were growing up and haven't touched them in a long time. And I'm not downplaying that at all. That's really awesome. I never thought I'd live in a world where, some of my favorite comic book characters were household names. I never thought I'd live in a world where everybody knows who Thanos is. But it's always such a pleasure to talk to somebody that is as invested as I am. I considered launching 8,192 instances of the program to speed things up. You know what, Cam? I think if we did that, we could, in fact, do one check before my computer caught on fire. That'd be pretty wild, actually. That'd be a good short. 95 today and 101 tomorrow. Yikes. Oh yeah. Yeah, the computer is starting to slow down. Avengers blow X-Men out of the water in popularity is crazy, right? Never thought I would have seen the day. I'm not saying like the Avengers were ever like bad, but back in the day they were definitely like B tier in the comics. Spider-Man and X-Men carried Marvel for several years. Thanos who? Alright, there's one person who doesn't know who Thanos is, and it's Mino. But Mino makes up for that lack of knowledge with all the knowledge in the world of how to train your dragon, so it balances out. Yes, Eric, I have 10 copies of Fire Red. I indeed do. And every single one of them. My player name is Hefty, and I have exactly 14 hours and 15 minutes of playtime with 32 caught Pokemon and 7 badges. Now, this is my actual save file from my Fire Red cartridge. I use the Game Boy operator to upload it onto my computer. I'm running 10 instances of it, and after we catch the shiny, I can import it back into the cartridge, and then Deoxys will be in my physical hardware, and it'll end up in Pokemon Home. Clears throat. And why, you may say, why, Hefty, are you running 10 instances of this save file instead of doing one check at a time? Oh my god, there it is! That's why! That's why we're doing it, because there's the shiny Deoxys right there on the screen, third in on the top. We got it. Now we just got to catch it. The first part of the luck is done. Now we got the big luck we need. All right, this thing has a terrible, terrible, terrible catch rate. It's like 0.4 at 100% health and paralyzed. And I got 99 Premier Balls. So I'm going to use the strat that Chem Nation and I came up with. It's gonna be slightly changed. There's a couple slight differences between what Chem did and what I'm gonna do. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to trick leftovers onto the. You know what? Before we even do this, Ron, can you do me a favor and ping the Discord? Can you ping the Discord, please, Ron? Grady, you were right. You were right. 3,513, actually. 3,513 ended up being the shiny. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to trick leftovers onto the Deoxys. Why are we doing that? Because if this thing runs out of PP, we want it to be able to heal itself from the struggle damage it does to itself. Alright, we did that. Next, We're going to switch over to my level 60 Arbok. Hefty, that's a poison type. You're putting it up against Deoxys. That's okay. That's okay. It can survive a hit. And we're going to use Glare. We're using Glare. Deoxys is now paralyzed. Boom, that gives us a little bit of a catch chance boost. And it's permanent. Unlike Sleep, Sleep has a better boost for catching, but you have to continue to reapply it. Whereas with Paralyze, it's not as good of a catch boost, but it's permanent. The difference is that Hefty will create a save state, so if he screws up big time, doesn't catch, he can try again. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If I fail this, I fail this. All right, hold on a second. I missed a message from Mino. How to train your dragon effect. The Carvern Crasher is a very interesting dragon. Having K's, it has many tricks like flattening itself to move through cracks, or having a slimy substance that's flammable. Very cool. All right, now that the Deoxys is paralyzed, we are going to switch over into Marowak. Ricky Gervais, you're my guy. I think you're absolutely hilarious. Brandon, what's going on, man? All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to do 6 double teams. Cavern Crasher, not Carbon Crasher. Okay, gotcha. You saw this on your feed? Nice. It's always cool to hear about people coming in from the feed. And oh my goodness gracious, we hit our sub goal of 1750. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to the new subs today. And Dorian gifting 10 memberships. My goodness gracious. Shiny Cornholio, Mr. Wolf, Coughzilla, I love that name. King Saris, the Ghost Bunny, Motorcycle Girl, Lunalion, James, the Catboy, Kelsey, Hack Attack herself, Holly Games and Puppets, Sir Shicker, Dorian. Those are the best snipes that ever sniped. All right, with that, how many double teams is that? Okay, yeah, we gotta do 2 more double teams. Am I glad it's over? Yes. Literally, Cheese, the thought that's running through my head right now is, thank goodness I don't have to sit in this hot room too much longer. It's not over, it just began. That's true. We still have to catch it. We still have to catch it. And all the meanwhile, it's using turns. All right, we got all the double teams. Oscar, what's going on, buddy? Hope it doesn't kill itself. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. So the way this strat worked that Kevin and I came up with is, even though, like the whole Lepa Harvest skill swap strategy doesn't exist in this game, if we fling the leftovers onto the Deoxys, right, after every turn, it's going to heal itself some more. So now Marowak has max evasiveness. So the chances are pretty low to begin with that Deoxys is going to hit Marowak. If it does hit Marowak with the struggle, the way that struggle works in Gen 3 is the damage the recoil does is based off of the damage that it did to the other Pokemon. So since Marowak's level 70, the struggle won't do too much damage to me, like maybe 10 HP. And so then the Deoxys will only take a percentage of that in struggle. And then the leftovers will heal it. So it's set up now that even if it starts struggling, the leftovers will counteract that and it will never die. That said, what I want to do now, because we got plenty of PP left on the Deoxys. JK, what's going on? Good to see you. Amber, I got it. Since we got plenty of PP left on the Deoxys, for a little bit, I just want to false swipe it and start chucking balls. So what I'll do is I'll false swipe it. It'll slowly heal itself up. Once it gets to full health, I'll false swipe it again a couple times while it still has plenty of HP or PP. Using my 2 brain cells for once. Thanks a lot, Mino. That's right, Trico. We got the shiny, and now we're just gonna start chucking balls and hope for the best. I got 99 Premier Balls. This thing has a catch rate of like 0.4%. We're going to have to get lucky. I'm not going to lie. But we're going to try our best. And I heard the noise. Sorry. Pokemon Gamer, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Sorry, this layout is all over the place. I'm trying to get used to it. Well, Cam, I have max evasiveness because I use 6 double teams. I don't have sand attack, so he still has standard accuracy. I didn't lower his accuracy, so you're right about that, Cam. You are right about that. It could have been better if I did 6 double teams and 6 sand attack, but I don't have it because I couldn't do it as well as Chem. I needed to make sure that Chem had a better strategy for this than I do. 1, 2, 3. No way. What the absolute crap was that? What the crap? I spent the last 2 days and all of this morning getting strategy set up. Hacked 100%. Come on now, Chem. Come on now. Don't be salty. Oh my lord. We got it. We got it. What strat? It feels like that now. I can't believe that just happened. Yeah, Kelsey just got the Deoxys. I can't believe that happened on the first ball. And we got it in the Premier Ball. Well, let's head back to a Poke Center, and why don't you guys give me nature guesses? That was too easy. Please reset and try again. Well, Cam, other people have been telling me I need to get 3 more so I can get 1 Deoxys for each type. Look how slow the game is running now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. It's running like Pokemon Scarlet. It has the uncommon mark. All right, so let's see, what do we got here? Oh yeah, I do have to save. Good call, Trico. Hasty, Naughty, not on Arceus and BDSP, unfortunately, Phantom, because that's not how, like, they changed how Struggle works. I don't think nowadays Struggle can miss, and I think Struggle is a set recoil. I want to say it's like 1/8 HP. Sassy, docile, jolly, timid, hasty. Yeah, no, I mean, fam, that would be awesome. Actually, I gotta hand it to Cam on that. Like him and I, like, and Cam, I appreciate that you credit this strategy to both of us. I genuinely do appreciate that. Him and I were theory crafting, trying to come up with a way to counteract the terrible catch rate of the Deoxys, and he was the one that found out about how struggle works in Gen 3. I never knew about that. When Chem told me about that, then we came up with the idea of using leftovers. All right, I'm going to go with... Oh, wait, Sax, I'm assuming you're still here. If Sax not here, I'm sure someone else can help me out. What is the best nature for a Deoxys? Hey, happy 4th to you too, Grady. Last year in this day is when you got double DA Shiny Luck, Shiny Xerneas and 7 DAs playing Shield, Shiny Latias and 5 DAs playing Sword. Xerneas was also your first double Shiny. You passed on a Raichu for the Deer. Oh my goodness gracious. Modest because Deoxys is special attacker. Alright, then I am definitely getting an Adamant Deoxys. Yeah, everybody double tap your screen. Look at this. Look at this beautiful thing. Alright, here we go. She's saying bashful. I'm saying adamant. It is. Serious. Did anybody say serious? Why so serious? Eric said serious. Eric's the big winner. Yeah, it's a neutral nature, so I'm fine with that. So Cheese asked, "What's next?" Here's the thing, guys. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 11 minutes. I usually stream for like 3 hours. Obviously, this is Pokemon Fire Red. I don't have any other hunts set up to do here. I was saying earlier, the next hunt I wanted to do was go back and try and get the Swoobat. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, where we'll be dual hunting a static spawn Swoobat in Pokemon Sword and Shield. We're going to go for that. If we get that, I am set up in Sword and Shield to go directly into a Solrock and Lunatone hunt. Because I got to get those in Premier Balls as well. I can't believe I got that on the first throw. I cannot believe I got that on the first throw. So yeah, that's the deal. Yeah, Sax. You know what, Sax? I was convinced I was going to get an Adamant Deoxys. So yeah, we'll be streaming again tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern, going for Swoobats. If we get that, then we'll be going for Lunatone and Solrock. This is, for those of you that have been around for a while, yo, Ron, can you do me a favor and drop an exclamation point remaining? Okay, Ron's pooping. Grady, I don't typically name my shinies, unfortunately. Whoops. Whoops. Which one was it? There it is. There it is. There we go. Remaining huntable shinies, Deoxys and Tapu Lele. That is now down to Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is the last huntable shiny Pokemon I need to get. And who knows? Maybe we'll even do some Dynamax adventures sooner rather than later. Snow Fox is your cow pen? Is in your cow pen? Nice. I like Snow Foxes. But guys, that's gonna be it. I think we should go on a raid. We got 33 people here. We got 50 likes. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. I think we should probably go on a raid. Let's see who we can raid. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow. Customization? Yeah, customization. Here we go. Let's see who we can raid. Rianne, thank you so much for the 18 months of membership. Let's get some hype for Rianne. And yeah, we're gonna do a raid. Guys, if you're coming to the raid, I just ask two things. One, make sure you hit that like button. That's why we do these raids, support other content creators, and hitting that like button is the quickest, easiest, and possibly freest way to do that. And two, if you're coming to the raid, please put in the chat #HeftyHype. But put it in the chat once, only once, why once, because we are not spammers. That's not who we are. That's not what we do. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I can't believe that happened on the first ball. Kem is never going to let me forget that. But guys, stick around. As soon as I end the stream, we'll be redirected, right? We'll be redirected as soon as I end the stream. So just stick around for a minute. I will be back tomorrow. We'll be hunting for the Swoobat. Take care. Be good. Do unto others. Don't blow your hands off with fireworks tonight. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Be good. Bye-bye. I'm going now.